Hello everyone, I am Amol Bodle. In last videos, we have learned application of sine rule, cosine rule, projection rule and example based on these concepts in detail. Link of this video is given in description. Now, in this video, we will be learn some tricks and shortcut to solve the example based on these concepts using some formulas. To get the notification of each new videos, please subscribe the channel and press on bell notification. Let's start with today's lecture. First of all, we have to see the important formulas. Polar coordinates, which is r comma theta. We can find the polar coordinates r and theta by using x and y. So therefore r is equal to square root of x square plus y square, and theta can be calculated by tan theta equal to y upon x. Next one, Cartesian coordinate. Cartesian coordinates are denoted by x and y, and this can be calculated by value r and theta, that is x is equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. Next one, the sine rule. A upon sin A equal to B upon sin B equal to C upon sin C equal to 2r. Instead of 2r, even we can take some constant k. Now the cosine rule. A square equal to B square plus C square minus 2bc cos A. Similarly, B square and C square. So we can remember this cosine rule. When we are considering small a square, then the side other than a, that is b square and c square, we have to write here minus 2 times same bc and cos of the angle A. The cosine rule can be written as in different form. From the first statement, we can write cos A as b square plus c square minus a square upon 2bc. So remember, when we are considering cos of A, we are writing first b square plus c square and minus a square upon 2 times b and c. Similarly, we can remember for cos b and cos c. The projection rule. A is equal to b times cos c plus c times cos b. Similarly, for b and c, so we can remember when we are considering small a equal to, which is b times cos c plus c times cos b. So that means we have to interchange this b and c. Next one, half angle formula. So sine of a by 2 equal to square root of s minus b into s minus c upon b into c. So remember, when we are considering angle a by 2, we have to write b and c here and divided by b and c. Similarly, for sine of b by 2, that is square root of s minus a into s minus c upon ac. Sine of c by 2, square root of s minus b into s minus a upon ab. The second one, cos of a by 2. So when we are considering cos, so we have to remember, if we are considering a by 2, then in bracket we have to write s into s minus a divided by same the denominator bc like sine of a by 2. Similarly, cos of b by 2, s into s minus b upon a into c. Cos of c by 2, square root of s into s minus c upon ab. The last one, tan of a by 2. So just we can take the division of sine a by 2 and cos a by 2. So here we can cancel BC and we can write the numerator of sine a by 2, that is s minus b into s minus c, upon the numerator of cos a by 2, that is s into s minus c. Similarly, we can remember tan b by 2 and tan c by 2. Next one, Napier analogy. So tan of b minus c upon 2. So when we are considering angle b minus c upon 2, so we have to write b minus c upon b plus c into cot of the angle other than b and c, that is a by 2. So similarly, we can remember these two formulas. So these all formulas are very important to solve the examples. The last one, Heron's formula, that is area of triangle ABC in square root s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, where s is a plus b plus c upon 2. Let's see the example from exercise 3.2. The first example, find the Cartesian coordinate of point whose polar coordinates are 3 by 4, 3 pi by 4. So here we have to find out Cartesian coordinate, that means we have to find out x and y. So here we have given r, that is 3 by 4, and theta is 3 pi by 4. Now we know x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. Let's put the value of r and theta in this x and y. We will get the Cartesian coordinates. So x is equal to r, that is 3 by 4, cos theta, that is 3 pi by 4. Now here, to calculate cos of 3 pi by 4, this 3 pi by 4 can be written as pi by 2 plus pi by 4. This 3 pi by 4 is 135 degree, that can be written as 90 plus 45. So again, cos of 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. So here minus 3 pi by 4 sin of pi by 4, that means 3 pi by 4 as it is. Cos of pi by 2 plus theta is minus sin theta, and sin of pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So we can write x is equal to minus 3 by 4 into 1 by root 2, that is minus 3 by 4 root 2. Similarly, y is equal to r into sin theta, that is r 3 by 4 sin of 3 pi by 4. So again, this 3 pi by 4 can be written as pi by 2 plus pi by 4, and sin of pi by 2 plus theta is cos theta. So here cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So y equal to 3 upon 4 root 2. So therefore we get the required Cartesian coordinate x comma y, that is minus 3 by 4 root 2 comma 3 by 4 root 2. Let's see second example. Find the polar coordinate whose Cartesian coordinates are root 2 comma root 2. So here we have to find out polar coordinate, that means we have to find out r and theta. So here we have given x comma y. As we know, r is equal to square root of x square plus y square. So we'll put x is equal to root 2, y equal to root 2. So root 2 square is 2, root 2 square is 2. So 2 plus 2 square root of 4, which is 2. So we get r is equal to 2. And to find the theta, we can write tan theta equal to y upon x. Y is root 2, x is root 2. So we get 1. So tan theta is 1. As we know, tan of pi by 4 is 1. And the given point root 2 comma root 2, which is lies in first quadrant. So therefore here theta equal to pi by 4. So we get the required polar coordinate, that is r comma theta 2 comma pi by 4. Let's see the another one example. Find the polar coordinate of point whose Cartesian coordinates are minus root 2 comma minus root 2. These are also similar with previous examples. So again, x comma y is given, minus root 2 comma minus root 2. We can find r by taking square root of x square plus y square. So therefore r equal to minus root 2 square plus minus root 2 square, that is 2 plus 2, which is root 4, which is 2. So we get r equal to 2, and to find the theta we can write tan theta equal to y upon x. So again y is minus root 2, x is minus root 2, so we again get tan theta equal to 1. So therefore tan theta equal to tan of pi by 4. But remember, we cannot write theta equal to pi by 4 here, because pi by 4 lies in first quadrant, but the given point which is lies in third quadrant. So therefore we must change this angle. So we can write tan of any angle A as tan of pi plus A. That means the angle lies in third quadrant, which is greater than 180 degree, that is pi plus A. So this tan of pi by 4 can be written as tan of pi plus pi by 4, that is tan 5 pi by 4. So now we can say theta equal to 5 pi by 4, which is lies in third quadrant. So therefore the required polar coordinates r comma theta are 2 comma 5 pi by 4. Let's see the next example. In triangle ABC, angle A equal to 45 degree, angle B equal to 60 degree, then find the ratio of its sides. So here we have given angle A and B, and we have to find out the ratio of its sides, that is small a is to B is to C. So we have given only two angles, so we can calculate the remaining angle by using A plus B plus C is 180. So we'll put the value of angle A and angle B, and we'll get C is equal to 180 minus 45 plus 60, that is 105 degree. So we get C equal to 75 degree. So by using sine rule, we can write A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B equal to C upon sine C. So therefore the ratio A is to B is to C is equal to sine A is to sine B is to sine C. Therefore this ratio is sine 45 is to sine 60 is to sine 75. So as we know that the value of sine 45 and sine 60, but we have not know the value of sine 75 degree using trigonometric table. So let's calculate sine 75 degree. So here 75 degree we can write 30 plus 45. Now we can use the trigonometric function formula, that is the sum of trigonometric function, that is sine of A plus B can be written as sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So here sine 30 plus 45 can be written as sine 30 cos 45 plus cos 30 sine 45. Now we can put this value, sine 30 1 by 2 cos 45 1 by root 2 plus cos 30 root 3 by 2 into sine 45 1 by root 2. So here 1 by 2 into 1 by root 2, that is 1 by 2 root 2, root 3 by 2 into 1 by root 2, that is root 3 upon 2 root 2. So here base is same, so we can add the numerator. So we can write 1 plus root 3, that is root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. So here we get the value of sine 75. Therefore A is to B is to C, that is sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2, and sine 75, which is root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. So here we can multiply by 2 root 2 to each ratio. So we will get 2 is to here root 6 is to root 3 plus 1. So in this way we will get the ratio of its sides, that is A is to B is to C. Let's see the next example. In triangle ABC, prove that sine of B minus C upon 2 equal to B minus C upon A into cos of A by 2. So here RHS is contained small ABC. So we can calculate the value of small ABC using sine rule. So by sine rule we can write A upon sine A equal to B upon sine B equal to C upon sine C equal to K. So if we compare A upon sine A equal to K, we get A equal to K sine A. If we compare B upon sine B equal to K, then we get B equal to K sine B. If we compare C upon sine C equal to K, then we get C equal to K sine C. So now we will consider the RHS, which is b minus c upon a. Now we can put the value of small a, b and c here. So therefore b as k sin b minus c, which is k sin c upon a, k sin a. Now we can take k common from numerator and cancel with denominator. So we will get sin b minus sin c upon sin a into cos of a by 2. Now here sin of b minus sin of c can be written as using the formula difference of trigonometric function, that is sin of b minus sin of c 2 times cos of b plus c upon 2 sin of b minus c upon 2. Similarly, the angle sin a can be written as 2 times sin a by 2 into cos a by 2. So here we can cancel this cos a by 2. We can cancel this 2 from numerator and denominator. So we'll get that RHS is cos of b plus c upon 2 into sin of b minus c upon 2 upon sin e. Now if we observe the LHS, which is exactly sin of b minus c upon 2, so we get here, but we can cancel this both term by simplifying these terms. So here we can express this b plus c upon 2 as we know a plus b plus c is pi. So therefore a by 2 plus b by 2 plus c by 2, which is pi by 2. So therefore this angle b plus c upon 2 can be written as pi by 2 minus a by 2, and this cos of 90 minus theta can be written as sin theta. So therefore cos of pi by 2 minus a by 2 can be written as sin a by 2, and this sin b minus c upon 2 upon sin a by 2 as it is. Now we can cancel sin a by 2 from numerator and denominator. So we'll get sin of b minus c upon 2, which is LHS. Even the example we can prove by considering LHS to RHS also. So therefore sin of b minus c upon 2 equal to b minus c upon a into cos of a by 2. Let's see the next example. In triangle ABC, prove that a cube sin of b minus c plus b cube sin of c minus a plus c cube sin of a minus b equal to 0. To prove this, we are using the sine rule. Using the sine rule, we can write sin a upon a equal to sin b upon b equal to sin c upon c equal to k. So here we are writing this because by expanding this sin of b minus c, we will get the value of sin b and sin c, and we can replace those value of sin b and sin c using these terms. So here if we compare sin a upon a as k, we will get sin a equal to k into a. Sin b upon b equal to k gives us sin b equal to k into b. Sin c upon c equal to k gives us sin c equal to k into c. From the LHS, first of all we will consider the only single term, that is a cube into sin of b minus c. So here using the formula sin of b minus c can be written as sin b cos c minus cos b sin c. Now from this sine rule we can put the value of sin b and sin c here, that is sin b is k into b cos of c minus sin c is k into c cos of b. Now using cosine rule we can put the value of cos b and cos c here. So therefore cos of c, which is a square plus b square minus c square upon 2ab minus kc, and cos of b, which is c square plus a square minus b square upon 2ca. Here we can cancel b and b. Similarly we can cancel this c and c. So here we can take k common, which is k upon k into a cube, and this 2 times a and this 2 times a we can take common. In bracket we get a square plus b square minus c square minus, when we solve this negative bracket we get minus c square minus a square plus b square by changing the sign. So here we can cancel this a square with negative a square, and we can write this b square plus b square as 2b square, and c minus c square which is minus 2c square. Here we can cancel 1a from numerator and denominator, which will give us k a square upon 2. So here if we take 2 common from numerator, it will be cancelled with this 2. So we get k times a square into b square minus c square. That means when we are considering a cube into sine of b minus c, so it will be k times a square into b square minus c square. Similarly, for this remaining two terms, we can write b cube sine of c minus a as k into b square into c square minus a square, and c cube into sine of a minus b as kc square into a square minus b square. And now we can put this value of each term in the LHS. Now by considering LHS, we will put the value of first term, which is k a square into b square minus c square. The value of second term, that is b cube sine of c minus a, which is k b square into c square minus a square. And the last term, c cube sine of a minus b, which is k c square into a square minus b square. Now by simplifying this, we will get k a square b square minus k a square c square plus k b square c square minus k b square a square plus k c square a square minus k c square b square. So here we can cancel this k a square b square with this k b square a square. K a square c square cancel with k c square a square, and positive k b square c square cancel with negative k c square b square. So we get 0, and which is required RHS. In this way we can prove this proof. Let's see the next example. In triangle ABC, if cot A, cot B, cot C are in arithmetic progression, then show that a square b square c square are also in arithmetic progression. So as here given that cot A, cot B, cot C are in AP, as we know the definition of arithmetic progression, if three terms are in AP, then 2 times the middle term is sum of first and last term. So therefore 2 times cot of B equal to cot A plus cot C. Now we can write this cot trigonometric function in terms of cos upon sine, that is 2 times cos B upon sine B. Cot A can be written as cos A upon sine A plus cot C can be written as cos C upon sine C. Here in RHS we will take cross product. So we will get 2 times cos B upon sine C is equal to the cross product sine A into cos C, which is here, and cos A into sine C, which is here, upon sine A into sine C. Now here the numerator sine A cos C plus cos A sine C, which is exactly expansion of sine of A plus C. Now here this sine of A plus C can be written as we know A plus B plus C is 180 degree, that is pi. So A plus C can be written as pi minus B. Now here we can use the allied angle formula, sine of 180 minus theta, which is cos theta. So therefore sine of 180 minus theta, which is sine theta. Therefore 2 times cos of B upon sine B is equal to this sine of pi minus B can be written as sine B upon sine A sine C. We'll shift this sine B on this side. So we can write 2 times cos B equal to sine B into sine B upon sine A into sine C. Now as we required the term in terms of small ABC, so we can put the value of sine A, sine trigonometric function and cos trigonometric function using sine rule and cosine rule. So by using sine rule and cosine rule, cos B can be written as c square plus a square minus b square upon 2ca. Sin B can be written as k into b, sin B k into b, sin A k into a, sin C k into c. So here we can cancel these two from numerator and denominator. Here k into a k square, k into k square, which will be cancelled from numerator and denominator, and we will get here c square plus a square minus b square. Here c into a and c into a will be cancelled from both sides. Here b into b, that is b square. If we take minus b square on this side, we will get c square plus a square is equal to 2b square, and from this we can conclude the 2 times b square is sum of a square and c square. That means here the terms a square, b square and c square are in arithmetic progression. Hence we proved here a square, b square, c square are in AP. Let's see the next example. In triangle ABC, if a into cos A equal to b into cos B, then prove that triangle is either right angle or an isosceles triangle. So here we have given a cos A equal to b cos B. So from using sine rule, we can replace the value of small a and small b, that is a equal to k times sine A and b equal to k times sine B. So we can cancel k from both sides and we will multiply by 2 to both sides. We get 2 sine A cos A is equal to 2 sine B cos C. Now here we can write this 2 sine A cos A as sine of 2A. Therefore this is sine 2A, and 2 sine B cos C can be written as sine of 2B. Now we can take this sine of 2B on this side. So we can write sine of 2A minus sine of 2B equal to 0. So now we can use the difference of trigonometry function, that is sine of angle minus sine of some other angle. Therefore sine of 2A minus sine of 2B can be written as 2 times cos addition of both, that is 2A plus 2B upon 2 into sine of 2A minus 2B upon 2 equal to 0. Now here we can take 2 common and it will be cancelled with denominator. We can take 2 common from numerator and cancel with denominator. So therefore 2 times cos of a plus b into sine of a minus b. So we can cancel 2 from both sides. So we'll get here this angle a plus b can be written as pi minus c, as we know a plus b plus c is pi. So this a plus b can be written as pi minus c, and cos of pi minus c, which is cos c, and if we cancel 2 from both sides, so we'll get cos of c into sine of a minus b equal to 0. So product of 2 term is 0. That means either first is 0 or second is 0. So therefore cos c equal to 0 or sine of a minus b equal to 0. As cos of c is 0, we know cos is 0 for 90 degree. Therefore c is equal to pi by 2. And here sine is 0. That means sine is 0 for angle 0. So a minus b should be 0. So therefore c is equal to pi by 2. Or if we take b on this side, so we'll get a equal to b. So here we get one angle is 90 degree or the remaining both angles are same. So we can conclude here the given triangle ABC, it should be either right angle or an isosceles triangle. So therefore triangle is right angle or an isosceles triangle. Let's see the next example. In triangle ABC, prove that b plus c minus a into tan of a by 2 equal to c plus a minus b into tan of b by 2 equal to a plus b minus c into tan of c by 2. Here we have to prove this all three terms are equal. So we can consider each term here. So here the first term containing term tan of a by 2. So using half angle formula, we can put the value of tan a by 2. So here tan a by 2 can be written as square root of s minus b into s minus c upon s into s minus a. So here to adjust this term, we can add the angle small a and we can subtract small a here. So if we add a and subtract a, it will be a plus b plus c minus 2a, and this a plus b plus c can be written as in terms of small s, that is a plus b plus c, which is 2 times s minus 2a. We can take 2 common. If we take 2 common, s minus a will be remain, and we can take this s minus a inside the square root. If we take inside square root, it will be s minus a bracket square. So, and if we take s minus a inside square root, it will be s minus a bracket square, and 1 s minus a will be cancelled from numerator and denominator. We will get 2 into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c upon s. So therefore, here we get the first term b plus c minus a into tan of a by 2 equal to 2 times square root of s minus a into s minus b into s minus c upon s. So similarly, if we consider the second term and third term, by simplifying this second and third term, similarly we'll get that c plus a minus b into tan of b by 2 is also 2 times square root of s minus a, s minus b, s minus c upon 2, as well as a plus b minus c into tan of c by 2, which is also 2 times square root of s minus a, s minus b, s minus c upon s. So from this all three equations we can conclude these all three terms are equal. So from 1 to 3, hence proved. Let's see the next example. In triangle ABC, prove that sine of a by 2 into sine of b by 2 into sine of c by 2 equal to area of triangle ABC, its square, upon a into b into c into s. So here LHS is containing sine a by 2, sine b by 2, sine c by 2. So using half angle formula, we can put the value of sine a by 2, sine b by 2, sine b c by 2. Let's consider the LHS. LHS equal to sine a by 2 into sine b by 2 into sine c by 2. So therefore sine a by 2, which is s minus b into s minus c upon b into c, sine of b by 2, which is s minus a into s minus c upon ac, and sine c by 2 in square root s minus b into s minus a upon ab. So these all terms are in square root, so we can combine them. We can write in square root s minus b into s minus c upon bc into s minus a into s minus c upon ac into s minus b into s minus a upon ab. So here we can observe s minus a, which is 2 times in the square root. If we take the outside the square root, it will be only s minus a. Similarly, s minus b, which is 2 times in the square root, so we can take outside s minus b. Similarly, s minus c is also 2 times in the square root, so we can take s minus c outside. Similarly, here a into a, which is 2 times, we can write a outside the square root. B into b, which is b square, so we can write b outside the square root, and c into c, which is c square, and its square root is c. So here we'll multiply and divide by s. So if we multiply and divide by s, we'll get s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c upon a into b into c into s. As we know, the area of triangle ABC is square root of s into s minus a, s minus b, s minus c, and here square root is not given. That means it must be the square of area of triangle. So therefore this is square of area of triangle ABC upon a into b into c into s, which is required RHS. Hence LHS equal to RHS. Therefore sine a by 2 into sine b by 2 into sine c by 2 equal to area of triangle ABC, its square, upon a into b into c into s.